In the US, there's something we're not being told about the upcoming election.
It's the funeral of shareholder capitalism, and it's the birth of stakeholder capitalism.
Led by this man, the Democratic Party are discreetly and undemocratically transitioning us away from free market capitalism to another political system called Stakeholder Capitalism. This short story begins with Klaus Schwab, the executive chairman of the World Economic Forum.
We are working closely together with governments from around the world, including all G20 countries.
His exclusive elite members, called stakeholders, include the heads of all G20 countries, from the US and UK to communist countries like China.
It is my distinct honor and great privilege to introduce His Excellency Xi Jinping. We should join hands and rise to the challenge.
Over the past 50 years, Schwab has been educating aspiring politicians.
Mrs. Merkel, even Vladimir Putin and so on, they all have been young global leaders of the World Economic Forum.
And placing them into positions of power.
What we are very proud of as a young generation, like Prime Minister Trudeau, is that we penetrate the cabinets.
After penetrating our cabinets, Schwab and his stakeholders have enacted a 10-year transition to a political system that Schwab designed.
I pioneered the stakeholder concept.
Called Stakeholder Capitalism.
Stakeholder capitalism is finally becoming mainstream.
This single global authoritarian system provides the stakeholders unprecedented control over all people and the planet.
The Chinese model is certainly a very attractive model for quite a number of countries.
Promoted on the cover of Klaus Schwab's book, Stakeholder Capitalism's slogan is propagated by the heads of all G20 countries and other powerful stakeholders.
People and planet, people and planet.
Back in the US, stakeholder Kamala Harris has put Stakeholder Capitalism's diversity, equity and inclusion policies at the heart of her presidential campaign.
To put equity firmly at the center of our economic policy.
These inclusive ideas were weaponized by Mao for shifting China to communism. As a World Economic Forum stakeholder, Kamala has a
Stakeholder responsibility in accelerating the transition
to stakeholder capitalism by enacting Klaus Schwab's Marxist policies.
This is the best time for leaders to work jointly for the world to become more inclusive.
Reform is not possible. Reform is not possible.
If you've wondered what's causing these strange events, it's because we're witnessing a cultural revolution, a social movement manufactured by tyrants.
To create a stronger inclusiveness.
To drive a shift from the bottom up to a more inclusive political system.
You have been promoting the stakeholder concept.
They have to trust that the era will be inclusive for them.
Other US World Economic Forum stakeholders include Al Gore, Anthony Fauci, and Bill Gates, as well as the heads of large media companies such as CNBC.
It's a race against time to keep stakeholder capitalism on track in 2023.
They've been indoctrinating us to believe narratives about them acquiring totalitarian authority are dangerous right-wing conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories are coming fast and furious. Can you explain how the Great Reset conspiracy started?
I see the need for a great reset.
This is a time for a great reset.
Reset the ways in which we live.
As well as manipulating us with propaganda, the stakeholders have been cancelling and censoring anyone who shares the truth.
We have all been subjected to the most powerful, coordinated, globally harmonized, military-grade propaganda campaign in the history of the Western world.
ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, and CNN, the mainstream media has joined this systemic attack on democracy.
To discover how stakeholder capitalism works, Schwab's full plan for transitioning us, and what we can do about it, watch my feature documentary series, Stakeholder Capitalism, for free at Yellow.Forum.